What's up friends, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. If you're watching me for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Mona. I'm a new mom. On this channel I discuss motherhood, my lifestyle and everything in between. Today's video is a response to the video I did earlier about what my 11-month-old baby eats in a day. I got lots of questions as regards knowing the right time to start, how I knew when to start. I created this video to answer your questions as well as talk generally about baby-led weaning, what baby-led weaning is about, things to prepare yourself for, how to know when to start, and also must-have essential equipment you need to get. If you're interested in all that, keep watching. Let me even put this out there. This is just from personal experience. I'm not a pediatrician, mom to 11-month-old baby, and we started baby-led weaning when he was 6 months old, and over the course of these few months I have just understood some things about baby-led weaning, which is what I'm sharing here, and some information I'm sharing as well I have made my research on. So this is just to put it out there that I'm just saying this from personal experience, personal observation. I'm not a professional. I'm going to divide this video in 4 segments. The first, I will be defining and explaining what baby-led weaning is about. The second, I will be discussing what to look out for and how to know your baby is ready to start the journey. And thirdly, I'll share with you guys things to prepare yourself for. The last thing I will talk about, the must-haves you need to get before starting your baby on a led weaning journey. Now let's dive into it. The first thing is, what is baby-led weaning? Baby-led weaning, basically in my terms, is introducing your baby to other kind of food other than breast milk and formula. I introduced my baby to baby-led weaning when he was 6 months old, around 6 months old. 2 ways you can initiate baby-led weaning. You can allow them feed themselves, or you can spoon feed them yourself. The next segment, which is how to know your baby is ready for the journey. The first thing I looked out for was how my baby was able to sit without support. Once started showing signs that he sits by himself without support, that was like one good conviction that I had that I knew, okay, he was ready. The next thing was, he was always trying to reach out for objects, especially when I was eating. He always want to grab my spoon, grab my food, all these signs. And the third sign he showed was, he was, anytime I'm eating or eating around, or anybody eats around him, salivating, is looking at the person's mouth, making that chewy movement. And honestly, all this was happening when he was 4 months old. So I was confused. Like, last convention or go ahead I got was from his doctor, which is his pediatrician. She told me I should go ahead and give him solid even before he was 6 months old. Like, she told me to go ahead. I was showing signs that he was ready, and I just did the signs that he was showing, which was head control was great. He was able to pick objects and find his mouth. Like, it's a different thing when a baby can pick objects. Now, can they pick objects and find their mouth? That was the thing. That was one sign that showed that I knew, okay, he's ready. And then grabbing food when I eat, and then salivating, chewing his movement, I just gathered that he was ready. And the last conviction was when the doctor told me, what she said about he was ready, I shouldn't wait till 6 months. So I really started, like, when he was in the 6th month, I introduced him to baby-led weaning, and now we're still doing great. We're doing great. We're doing great. Now let's move to the third segment, which is things to prepare yourself for. Number 1, mess. Your baby is going to make a lot of mess. Protect your towels, protect your, just do the best you can do, because there's little you can do. The mess is going to be there, right? So anything you can do to just prevent the mess, try and do that, because it would be messy. And the advantage I have is my baby's high chair has like a detachable chair cover. So when he's done, I just detach it easily and grab it and go to the kitchen and clean it up. So if you've not gotten a high chair yet and you're looking into getting one, get one that has a detachable chair cover and also a detachable tabletop. I'll show you what that means, but get one that has this feature. It would save you a lot. So once your baby is done eating, just remove the chair cover, take out the tray, go to the kitchen, clean that up, and then the rest of the chair is still intact, right? So another thing you need to prepare yourself for is the attention. They need so much attention, especially at the beginning stage. Even till they can talk, you need to watch them when they eat, because anything can happen the minute you take your eyes away. Okay, they can be anything. Like, you need to just watch them when they eat. So if you're too busy to do that, focus on spoon feeding your baby instead of allowing them eat themselves, because in 1 second the baby can put any object in their nose, their eyes, their ear, and that will cause lots of damage. So be ready to just give your time, your attention to this course. A few tips I also add to this is: number one, know and research on the difference between when your baby is choking and when your baby is gagging or gargling. I'm not sure. I learned this the hard way. Another tip I'll drop with you is your baby don't need to have teeth for them to start baby-led weaning. They don't need teeth to start. They can chew with their gum. You can make your research as well, but your baby really don't need to have teeth before you can start feeding them solid, because they have the tendency of using their gum to chew. And another tip is, if you're just starting off as a new mom, first time mom, or mom to be, if you're going to start off this journey, please start with purees from fruit or from vegetables. Just always puree them or mash them up. It's easier for them to swallow, and then over time you can build up to something more intense, but it's easier for you to start off with, like, you know, soft food to just help them easily digest. Another thing is portioning. Understand that you don't rush your baby, go with their pace, and also make the food so tender that they can chew and swallow. You know, either you're starting off or you're on it already, just always make sure the food is tender so it doesn't affect their, you know, excreting process. Last tip I'll leave with you guys is introduce one food at a time. Let me tell you the advantage with this. The advantage is you'll be able to track down if your baby have any form of digestive reaction to any food. You can track it immediately. So what I mean by, you know, one food at a time is, if you want to introduce carrot to your baby, or let's say you want to introduce sweet potato to your baby, do that alone and then wait for another few days before you introduce the next food. It's easier for you to track the reaction your baby has to all this food, and over time, once they've shown that, you know, they don't react to any of these things, you can now, you know, combine them together and mix them up. That helps me a lot. I did that like every 3 to 5 days. I will introduce new meals to start, new food to start, new fruit, and then now it takes everything. That might just be something you might want to do, which is one step at a time. Do the introduction one step at a time. It's easier for them to process it. Now the last segment is the equipment and must-haves you need to have. I mentioned earlier that there are 2 ways to introduce your baby to baby-led weaning. You can choose to spoon feed them or allow them eat themselves. The benefit of allowing your baby feed themselves is it helps them build their independency, and over time you can do other things while they feed themselves. The only thing you have to do is watch them, and it just helps them, you know, build their independency, and you want that for your baby, right? So the best way you can do this is get all these materials, all these must-haves. They're not much, they're not so expensive, and just get them and make it easier for your baby to, you know, get comfortable while they eat and easily just learn how to eat by themselves. Now I'm going to list down 5 most important must-have equipment that you need to get. The first thing on the list is high chair. The one I have, like I mentioned earlier, is so nice. Like, I love this high chair, and why I love this is because it has a detachable chair cover. It's easier for me to clean up dirt. It has a detachable tray, really easy for me to clean up dirt. So if you're looking into getting one, bear this, I said it earlier, bear it in mind that you have to have all this, look out for all these features, so it's easier for you to clean up after your baby eats. Now the next thing I will discuss is beeps. And this beeps, I'm going to show you guys the one I have. This one, so currently Star uses this one. If you saw the video I did, I will drop a link up here. He was wearing this particular one. I have this in 3 or 4 colors, and the advantage to this is that it helps you. It's like it has this nylon, the front part has a nylon feel, and the hand is like the normal fabrics, but even light, a very light fabric. But this side, which is where the food, you know, would likely fall on, has a very light nylon-y feel. So your baby would wear it in like this, and then I'm not going to wear it here, and then this would be around the neck, just like apron-ish. So this works magic in taking out dirt easily, especially when you're about to head out and your baby, you need to feed your baby, or you just dressed your child and then you want to feed them. It's easier to just use something like this. It just saves you a lot of stress. So you might want to get this. If you want to know where I got this from, you can let me know down in the comment section. And other type I have is this one, because I used to have the fabric, the normal regular ones, and those ones are like, it's really hard to clean up mess, and most of the time the stains are just there, it won't go. So this is the second option, to the one I'll recommend. This is silicone bead, and all the dirt literally goes in here. It's easier for me to clean up. At the end of the day, you want an easy life. I don't think we want to be doing too much at this stage. To get all these things, next thing you need to get is suction plate. I ate with this one in that video, and you can see that it was really hard for him to pull because my baby is really busy. Like, he gets busy when he eats, so most times he wants to pull the food or pull the plate off the table. So with the suction plate, it's really hard for them to do that, and that's less work for you because you don't have to worry about your baby tumbling the plate or turning it upside down, which has been my case. I have a non-suction plate. I have lots of this kind of plates here, and why I got this is I just want to over time teach him how to eat with this, or I may not have a suction plate when I'm in public or out in an event with him. So I want him to learn how to use this one, and that's why I got this one. So look into getting any of these plates. It would really save you a lot of mess. This one will save you a lot of mess. So the next thing we'll talk about is practicing spoon. I brought in 3 types. I'm going to show you 3 types I use. This is a regular plastic spoon. This is a wooden here, half wooden, half silicone, and this is pure silicone. I use this mostly for yogurt, and we use this when he just started, you know, feeding himself. I use this mostly when I spoon feed him with cereal and stuff. Then this one, I use this, I give it to him as well to hold. I will start clips of, you know, start using this spoon. He doesn't use it for anything, just holds it and then drops it later and continue eating. It's just for them to build the idea of using a spoon. Okay, so you might look into getting any of this for a baby. This is not compulsory, but you can get it. The next one on the list is crinkle cutter. It helps you make food more easy to portion. I hope you understand that the portioning for a 6-month-old baby is different from the portioning for a 10-month-old baby. Now, between the age of 6 months and 9 months, there's a particular portioning that works for your baby, and between 9 months and 12 months, there's a different kind of portioning that works for your baby. When my baby started, when he was I was inside a picture of how I portion his food when he was very, like, between 6 months and 9 months, and now we've changed into like tiny bits because now he's not eating, he's not cutting, he's not holding, he's swallowing it immediately. Like, he's putting the whole thing in his mouth. So for that to not, you know, be a case where he's putting a whole long chunky food in his mouth, I always dice the food in, you know, smaller bits, so it's easier for him to just put it in his mouth, like something like this. So it's easier for him to do that, and basically that's a lifesaver, right? So best way you cut food easily, and especially food that has that slimy feel, like bananas or watermelon, food that really hard to grab on. This, you know, crinkle cutter will help you cut them and help your baby. It will help your baby hold them or hold this food or fruit easily. Basically, to cut into bread or pizza or pancakes. I have different designs to this. I have the circle, the moon shape, the star shape, big, small, tiny. I have all this, so it's easier for me to just get a particular shape and size that I want. It's used to mash any form of fruit, food, whatever. You can use it to mash rice, you can use it to mash beans, you can use it to mash bananas, anything. You should get this. It's plastic. They sell the metal one, but this is plastic. Lastly, we'll talk about sippy cups, but I'll show you 2. This is one he used. I gave this to him when he was younger. I would use the actual thing, like give him like this and he sucks in, like suck it. I'll show you what that means, but now I just open it up for him and I'm trying to teach him how to grab. This is silicone, by the way. Now I want him to learn how to grab like this and drink, which he does, but I have to watch him and grab it back or collect it back immediately it's done. If not, he's going to do this. I use this is my option 1, and option 2 is this one. This is a cup. This was gifted to him, by the way. It's plastic. So what this is how it takes it. So what this does is just you put in water and then you suck it out from this edge. And this is also a lifesaver. This is favorite cup, by the way. Favorite. Anytime he says this cup is thirsty. Basically, this is everything I use for my baby, aside, you know, the actual food materials. Please research more on what I just said. Get your information from more than one source. So next week I'll be uploading a video about the first mistakes I made, you know, when I started off this journey of baby-led weaning. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you should subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell. That's the only way you get notified when I drop a new video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments or questions to everything I've said in this video, let me know down in the comment section, and also let me know how your baby-led weaning journey is going for your child. And lastly, if you have not subscribed yet, share this video to anyone who needs this. If you're watching this and you don't even care about the information, that's okay, but I'm sure you know a couple of people who needs this information, so feel free to share this video to your loved ones, to your family, on your social media account. Share this video. Follow me on Instagram. Right there I drop tips and tricks on baby-led weaning as well as mom hacks. So if you're watching this, you're a mom, a new mom to be, even if you're single, go to my Instagram page now and follow me, and I'll follow you right back. So thank you guys for watching today's video. See you guys in my next video. Bye.